I'd just like to remind everybody that GGCA did also support Unite in the May of last year in the GHA walkout, and the reason for this is that in fact we do overlap totally on the principle of the issue of supply workers. We have a lot of people working alongside permanent workers on far inferior terms and conditions, and that is a practice that is massively unfair to those supply workers and is also bad for the organisation and in fact even to the end user. So yes, we think it is absolutely imperative to curtail this practice and to bring it to an end once and for all. And this is in fact completely validated by our membership, because in a poll that we ran last year, our membership said that the issue of supply workers within the civil service was the most important issue within the clerical civil service grades at the moment.
So what do you want your members to do? Will you want them to leave their place of work? Will perhaps a union be paying, I know it's not a general strike, but some sort of strike allowance?
The issue with this is that, look, I imagine that the issue of the supply workers is in fact sort of importance to the clerical grades, the civil service membership of the GGCA. Now, within that sector of our membership, we have a two-tier working hour system. So we've got the tier 1, which work 8 to 3:30, and we have the tier 2, which will be working from 9 to 4:30. Now, the issue is this. Those who finish at 3:30 can join the protest at 3:30, as given travelling time, at 3:30 at casemates. Whoever finishes at 4:30 can actually join us en route to number 6, because the protest is scheduled to end at 5 p.m. at number 6. So if you are a GGCA member who's a tier 1, please join us at 3:30 at casemates. If you are a tier 2 member who finishes at 3:30, please make your way to number 6, because the protest will come to you. Anybody who is not a tier 1 or a tier 2 or is a shift worker, please let us know, and would like to attend, please let us know, and we will try to arrange facility time. But we imagine that the big bulk will be within the tier 1 and the tier 2.
I don't want to end this interview without bringing up Viewpoint last night with Sir Joe Rossano. Strong statements against the civil service and statements about yourself personally as well.
Well, obviously I only saw this last night, so I can only give you my first reaction. I haven't really considered the minutiae of it, but I was actually I felt quite validated by the personal attacks, because I think that when, say for example, you bring out concrete issues and concrete arguments, and what you get back is a personal attack, it always seems like you've won on the arguments. Because when somebody responds with personal statements, it means that they've run out of reasoned arguments to hit back at you with. So for me, I actually felt that gives a bit of a pat on the back.
And your view on the fact that he did say that the private sector cannot survive the way it is?
Well, yes. For me, the issue is that I think that I need a bit more time to respond to that, because it does seem to me that the private sector cannot survive. Well, we've got supply workers who are actually getting paid. There's a supply company there who's making a profit. We've got issues of people coming in from the private sector at elevated salaries. So it seems to me a little bit like the animal farm. It's all men are equal, but some are more equal than others. Some civil services are unsustainable, but some are more sustainable than others. And I think that we need to have a level playing field. And what we're lacking right now is that level playing field.